Atma, Namaste. Good morning, beautiful souls. This morning's morning meditation is on resting in enough. Not resting is enough, but resting in enough. Really hear that. Resting in enough. It's the practice of no longer believing you have to be more before you deserve peace. So many of us spend our lives chasing enough. And I'll rest when I've accomplished more. That leads into I'll feel worthy when I've lost the weight. I'll be happy when I've healed completely, right? I'll belong when everyone approves of me. In all of those things, the finish line continually keeps moving because enough becomes something outside of us. But resting in enough gently turns us back inward. It whispers that nothing needs to be added to this moment for it to be complete. No, it doesn't mean that we stop growing, right? So flowers continue to bloom, trees continue to stretch toward the sky, and rivers continue to flow. Growth is natural. Healing comes through that growth. Resting in enough comes through that growth. And striving to prove your worth, I don't know about you, but it's exhausting. And there is a profound difference. What does it mean to rest in enough? You hear it. So what does it mean? For me, it means trusting that my value isn't determined by my productivity. And it means allowing myself to be loved before I've perfected myself. Imperfectly perfect comes to my mind. For me, it means believing that who I am in this breath is already worth kindness, already worth care, already worth belonging. Resting in enough is saying and giving permission for me to lay down the heavy backpack of comparison. I don't have to earn my place in the world today. Breathe that in. I don't have to constantly improve to deserve peace. Breathe that in. And spiritually, what I think about resting in enough, when I think about it, is like many of our morning meditations. I imagine floating effortlessly on a calm lake. When I was little, my mom had me take swim lessons, and I can remember it was always early morning. And so it was, like the dew on the grass and just that brisk, cool morning. air, and it was a public pool, so it wasn't indoor, it was outdoor. And so at 6 a.m. in the morning in Ohio, it was chilly. So the water was nice and cool, and I can just remember, getting in that water and it being so cold, and then the instructor saying, okay, we're gonna learn belly up today, we're gonna float. And how they would put their arms underneath your back or on the upper and lower parts of your back, and you would trust that they would hold you in the water. And as you allowed the air to come into your belly and breathe it out, and they gently took both hands away, and then you realized not quite when it happened, but at some point you realized that you were effortlessly floating. I was effortlessly floating in that cool water. It's a wonderful memory. And the water isn't asking for us to swim harder. It simply held me. It simply holds you. See, the moment we stop fighting the water, we discover that it's been supporting us all along, much like when, not realizing when, their hands were removed, but the water still supported me. And perhaps that's how the divine, or however you understand your higher power, meets us. There are so many beautiful analogies in life. So many. So it's not by asking us to become more lovable, but it's reminding us that we've never been outside of love. It's always been within us. And in many spiritual traditions, they echo this idea in different ways. So that beneath fear, striving, self-judgment, there is this inherent wholeness, right? And it's resting in enough is choosing to trust that truth, even if only for a moment. As for meditation, I would invite you to close your eyes and wherever you're at, whether you're lying down or sitting or standing, feel the support beneath you. And notice that in this moment, the chair, the earth, the bed, the floor is holding you without asking for anything in return. And with your eyes still closed, take a slow breath in and exhale that slowly. As you continue breathing, with every breath, imagine setting down one thing you've been carrying. Is it the need to prove? Is it the need to fix? Is it the need to hurry? How about the need to be someone else? Let each one of those things fall gently to the ground. And I would invite you to place your hand over your heart and quietly or loud, whatever feels right in this moment for you. Repeat, I release the burden of proving my worth. I am allowed to rest. And I am held even when I do nothing. I do not have to earn love. I do not have to earn peace. I am enough here and now. And let's rest here for a few breaths. Not becoming, not achieving, simply being. As you move through today, remember this. The sun doesn't rise to prove itself. It simply shines, and the trees don't earn their place in the forest. They simply grow. And you don't have to perform your worthiness. Sometimes the most courageous thing you can do is to stop striving long enough to discover that you have been enough all along. That to me is what it means to rest in enough. And until next time, Atma, Namaste.